welcome to... let's do this. So we're almost done. We're actually going to unlock the Felcycle mount, torch number 9. So we are right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are now at... oh, there's a red actually. We are now at number 8, and on 9 we're going to unlock the mount. Even though it's only a ground mount right now, some believe that by unlocking 10, 11 and 12, we're going to turn it into a flying mount, but nobody knows yet. Anyway, torch number 6 and 7 were quite important because we got the Ancient Shaman Blood and the Warden's Mirror to unlock the Enigma machine. So we're obviously still inside the Karazhan Catacombs, and there is the Enigma machine. And we put the Ancient Blood and the Warden's Mirrors in. Singular, not plural. And now the real fun begins. Now we have to care for 3 things. First, the rats. Second, the statues. And thirdly, the pressure plates. These will play a vital role today. So we need to talk about basics. There are 3 main things to care about. So again, we have the statues. And the statue location, we have 5 statues. The Rage statue can be found just as you enter the catacomb, after the first set of stairs. The Nature statue can be found inside the room with the Ogre symbol on top of its entrance. The Watcher statue can be found inside the room with the big red button on top of its entrance. The Guardian statue can be found next on the corridor just after the alarm, next to the Enigma machine. There's the Guardian statue. And the Greed statue can be found in the room where the Felcycle is located, just to the right of the entrance. Where are you? The Felcycle is located just to the right of the entrance. Right of the entrance. Ah, there you are! I'm blind. Okay, so that's the Greed statue. Alright, and there are 7 pressure plates. When the Enigma machine is turned on, the pressure plates will glow up, signifying that they can be meddled with. And these are activated when we, you, or a statue, or any NPC walks over them. And a beam of light of a very specific color will emit from the pressure plate depending on how many objects are sitting on the specific pressure plate. 1 object means blue light, 2 objects means green light, 3 objects means a yellow light, 4 objects means a red light, 5 objects means purple light, and 6 objects resets the cycle. 6 blue, 7 green, etc. Now, before I go any further, this is reasonably easy if you have 2 friends who also have access to the Karazhan Catacombs. I'm going to explain to you how to do it solo, but it's significantly more easier if you do it with 2 friends. 3 people is the max that can go into the Karazhan Catacombs together, because then you will only have to move 1 statue. Just go on the Secret Finding Discord, there is an explanation if you have friends that are also at this step. That's much easier. So, still I'm going to explain how to do it solo. And now we're talking about the location of the pressure plates. Plate 1 is inside the Felcycle room, to the right of the cryptic plaque. That's there. That's, there is number 1. And plate 2 is inside the Felcycle room, just to the left of the entrance. Here. I wouldn't actually call that left to the entrance. That's more like almost the middle. I mean, this is probably the middle. This is slightly left to the... slightly left-ish. Plate number 3 is inside the gated-off room with the humming crystal on top of its entrance. That's here, in this room. A reminder, you can bypass this gate by using the Relic of Crystal Connections, this item. And when we are inside the room, you can go near the gate and target the humming crystal outside to port out of the room. Wait, there's a humming crystal inside? Because last time I was in here, I didn't know how to get out of there. Oh, that humming crystal! Oh my goodness, above the door! Oh my goodness, never mind me. A statue can pass through the gate if you move one next to the gate. It will gain crystalline displacement, a buff, and become translucent, allowing it to pass through the gate. Plate number 4, that's plate number 4, is on the corner next to the handwritten note and crumpled notes. So, plate number 5, so we're 1, 2, 3, and 4. Plate number 5 is there, just after the stairs leading to the main portion of the instance, next to a replica owl of the Watchers. There you are, that's plate number 5. And plate number 6 is on the corridor just to the left of the gated off room with the 3 cats and a clock. So there, that is plate number 6. And plate number 7 is inside the room with the ogre symbol on top of its entrance. That's the ogre symbol. And there is the last pressure plate that we need. We are also going to utilize a weak aura. This is the location of the weak aura on the internet, you know, website. It's called Enigma Machine Rat Kill Tracker. And it allows us to track the killed rats and the statues to some degree. It will not automatically solve it, you still need to do manual work, but this will make it significantly easier. Just take this, you know. If you have a Pixel smartphone, you can just watch this and then press down the little bar at the bottom, and the search will immediately. Oh my goodness, my robot is about to clean. Anyway. Now, there are 2 types of critters inside the script. There is a darn catacomb rat, and we have normal rats. Important. Now, how do we solve this damn puzzle? Solving Torch 8 requires using the statues and pressure plates scattered around the Kerosene Catacombs in combination to bypass 7 locks from the Enigma machine. Once the machine is functional, it has 2 options. Begin and submit. Begin starts the puzzle and activates the pressure plates. Here. And submit, well, that's used to unlock the locks of the Enigma machine, if you have done everything properly. Alright. First step, if you've been inside the catacombs, it's a reasonably good idea to leave the catacomb, reset the dungeon before starting this. Because there's a slight problem. You see these darn rats. And these darn rats are moving. And if a darn rat moves over a pressure plate at an inopportune time, then your timing on which objects pass which plate is going to be off. So there is some level of randomness to it. If you're unlucky and the rats are constantly moving over the wrong pressure plates, you're going to have a hard time. That's a bit of a problem. Anyway. We're going to first go over it theoretically, and then we're going to do it actually. So, we click on the Enigma machine, and we click Begin, which starts the puzzle. And then we're going to get a text message, which reads, "The dungeon echoes with the sound of mechanisms resetting." After this, you immediately click Submit once. So before you do anything with the pressure plates, you click Submit. Boom. And that will start the puzzle, and all the rats will spawn. And then you're going back to the entrance of the catacombs, and you search the dungeon for rats. Not catacomb rats, just the normal rat. There was one. There you are. Just the normal one. Well, that's actually also a catacombs rat. What are you doing here? Bugger off, you catacomb rats. So you only want the normal rats. That's also a catacomb rat. Oh, right, they haven't spawned yet. Oh, never mind me. So, I'm talking to you. Yes, it spawns them, and now, oh, where are they? What a surprise. So, I would recommend that you make a targeting macro, which makes it significantly more easy. Now, you might also get a normal rat, but we're going to solve that problem. This here is a macro that I would recommend. I stole that from Wowhead, where I'm reading all of this anyway. And with this macro, you will be able to solve this easier. So you just save this macro, /targ, no dead rat, script set rate target, target 8, and rate target, so you can easily click on it, and clear target when it's dead, because you need to kill them. So you just place this on somewhere, a button that you like. What button do I like? I don't care. Boom, done. So, you need to have a head count of how many rats are spawned in the catacombs, because that will determine which pressure plates need to be activated, in which order. So let's give an example. There are four rats on the first lock. That means that one statue goes on pressure plate 4. On the second lock, if you count 6 rats, you will add 2 statues to pressure plate 5, etc. So I actually I'm actually going to show this to you. It's much easier. I'm going to screenshot this and put it in the stream, because there is a table here that explains you how many, where and how many statues you need to put on pressure plates. And it's definitely significantly easier if you can visualize it yourself. Pressure plate heaven.png download. Yes, and OBS. What do I have it? Browser, display capture, game, image. Yes, image called a rat. Create a new. Perfect. And now we just need the image file. Give me a moment. Downloads. Pressure plate heaven. Yes. Okay, and now you should be able to see what I'm talking about. I'm going to let this remain in the corner. So this explains the number of rats and in which puzzle solving cycle of the Enigma machine you are, what to do. So, once you're sure you have the correct amount of statues on the correct pressure plates, return to the Enigma machine, interact with it, and choose Submit again. If you are correct, you're going to get the magnificent lens icon hovering over you that tells you you have a secret, and a secret chat message which states you hear a mechanism unlock. If you're wrong, you get zapped. If you don't have enough hit points, you die. So, and, just by the way, the puzzle will need to be restarted from lock 1. So if you make a mistake, you're going to have to do all of it over again. That's also why a lot of people are recommending that you do it with a couple of friends, or just ask in the secret finding Discord for people to aid you. Because, to be quite frank, messing this up after having 5 or 6 successful puzzles, locks there, that would be a bit of a problem. Anyway, if you get a lock correct, you need to clean up the pressure plate you just used out of the statues. And then obviously you need to go back to counting the rats for the next lock. And you repeat this until lock 7 is unlocked. If you successfully unlock all 7 locks, you're going to get another chat message that says a great lock has been released, and Torch 8 shall light up in all its splendor, with just a ball, no mini ones. Alright, so again, we have a little bit of an add-on going here that helps you. Again, this is the location where you can get the add-on. It's a weak aura, so not an add-on, it's a weak aura. And the weak aura tells you how many rats you killed, how many locks you've opened, and the combination that is most likely going to be correct. I would still recommend to use this little picture here, a little help that I put up on the stream, because the weak aura itself states, yes, I can count rats, but everything else is kind of, can be wrong. So maybe don't trust it completely. Alright, so we're going to reset the dungeon now, and I'm going to attempt to do it myself. I haven't tried this yet. Oh dear, oh dear. I might actually... It might actually be a good idea to get all the statues out. Even though, of course, it probably will be useless, considering we have to maybe get them through certain areas anyway, like the gate. Let's just see how it goes. I probably have to do this, redo it over again. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it the first try. And of course, how do you reset a dungeon? Very important. You right click on your character, you make a little click on the button, reset all instances. Problem solved. And it actually says Carols and Catacombs have been reset, So if this does not show up, you have a problem. Alrighty. So now obviously we have to go back to the Enigma machine. And then we're going to start the puzzle, press submit, and go back to the entrance and kill the rats. And the weak aura should tell us how many we killed. So we're going to click on begin. Now we're going to press on submit. And now we're going to the beginning, and then we're going to kill rats. So there is our first guest of the day. Goodbye. You're dead. Our second, goodbye. Did I kill a third? No, that wasn't. Okay, and the next one, number 3, is there. Again, with the macro, it's quite easy. Did we kill another one? I know, that was a catacomb rat. There's another rat! Oh dear, did I kill the wrong one? 5 rats killed. I mean, we were not supposed to count the catacomb rats. I'm a bit confused. Oh, there's another one! Goodbye. The next one is up there. I'm a bit afraid that the weak aura counts the catacombs rat that I killed accidentally. Is there another catacomb rat to try it out? We need to kill a catacomb rat. I need to see if the weak aura mistakenly counts the catacomb rats, which would of course be a mistake. There is another correct rat. Hello, old dear rat. Goodbye, dear rat. Yeah, the next one is back there. Is there another rat here? It's another rat if we kill it. No, it does not count the wrong rat. Perfect. So we indeed, and there is rat number 9. Where are you, my friend? Are you inside there? Can I kill you through the wall? I can't. So, target the humming crystal. That's that thing. And use your beautiful relic of crystal connections to go inside the room. And kill the rat. There's another one. Actually, we actually have 10. Interesting. So now how do I get out of here? We're supposed to press... When inside the room, you can get near the gate and target the humming crystal outside to port out of the room. Ah, that's how you do it. Okay. So we have killed 10 rats now. Wait, why is it not? Oh, no, no, sorry. The last one here, the last one is there. Rat number 10. Boom. So we have actually killed the maximum amount of rats. 10 is the maximum. So we now need to put 2 statues on position 3. So I might actually give you another help. We're going to make a screenshot again. I'm going to give you the location of the pressure plates, so it's easier if I talk about it. Pressure plates.png and another image. Pressure plate. Give me a moment. Okay, browse. Yes, pressure plates.png. Perfect. I'm going to move that up there. Going to make it a little bit bigger for you. So, that's the location of the pressure plates. So this wants us to put 2 statues on position number 3. So position number 3 is inside the room, but you can't get through except with the crystal thingies. So you're going to take one of the statues and you're going to pull it. You're going to pull it into the room. Let's see if this works. Alrighty, so blue means 1 object. We need 2 statues, so we need to go out again. And yes, relic. And get another statue. There was another one here, wasn't there? Right here. Yes, there is the guardian statue. So you're also going to get the guardian statue in there. Or whatever statue you prefer. Completely up to you, of course. Alright, green light again, 1 object blue, 2 green, 3 yellow, 4 red, 5 purple, at 6 the cycle resets. So green correctly means 2 statues on position 3, which means that we now go out. Where are you, my friend? Humming crystal, yes. And now we're going to critter. Oh, bugger off, what is that? Alright. And then we're going to return to the Enigma machine and interact with it and choose submit. And yay! So this here tells you you've successfully opened lock number 1. Now, if you again get a correct lock, you clean up the pressure plate you just used out of statues, and then you go back to counting rats for the next block. So we're going in there again. We're going to get the 2 statues out. I mean, what? No. Did I not target? That, please. I did not target that correctly, sorry. So I'm going to take my time. I know I can kill the rat that I just saw in there, but I'm not going to. We're going to do this correctly. So we're going to go back again to the beginning of the dungeon, and we're going to count the rats again that we killed. I mean, yes, we have this beautiful weak aura, so to some extent it's unnecessary, but never mind that. You see what I'm talking about? That is dangerous. So I might actually recommend, if you're doing a certain pressure plate, maybe just kill all the catacomb rats, because those buggers, they could ruin, you know, if you put pressure on the plate when you press the Enigma machine, this can turn out bad. What is that? You're trying to bug yourself into bugger off. Perfect. 2 combat statues in position 5. Okay, so perfect. So we're getting out again. And now we're going to kill all the darn rats that are going to ruin my day. Because again, if you press on submit on the Enigma machine, and one of those darn rats is bothering the heck out of you over one of these pressure plates, the game is obviously going to be like, what? What's wrong, bro? You're dead now. You don't want that. So, bugger off. So, we now need 2 statues on position 5, and position 5 is the one below. So I'm actually going to drag one of them with me, and another one we're just going to take from downstairs. Okay, maybe not. You know, this is some major fake news with the Paladin. It says immunity to movement impairing effects. Where was my immunity to that, please? Okay, so the Rage statue can be found just as you enter the catacombs after the first stairs. So there's the Rage. No, that's the oh no, that's the Owl statue. First set of stairs, eh? The Rage statue, there you are. So, we need to put this on position 5. So, back there. The nature statue can be found inside the room with the ogre symbol. So that's quite an easy one, let's do that. Why is that glowing? Is there a rat here? No, there's nothing here, right? Yeah, you know, those rats can actually, they can destroy your day. Imagine we do 6 blocks, and then in a nanosecond I press on submit, one of those darn catacomb rats is going on the pressure plate. That would not make my day. And again, if you have more players, obviously it's quite easy. Your friends are just going to stand on the pressure plates and your problems have been solved. You can basically do I think all of the locks except one, because one you need 3 players. Because one obviously needs to press on submit. So this makes it significantly faster, even though not too fast, because you still need to kill the rats in order to accommodate, you know, the number and position of the locks, of the pressure plates that you need to use. Alright. So we have 2 statues on position 5, which means we can press on submit again. Just pray to the RNGesus that those darn rats aren't buggering on our beautiful pressure plates. Maybe I should just check it. You're evil. You, dangerous. All of these rats can ruin your day. Okay, so we quickly press submit now. And lock 2 has been opened. Perfect. So now you just kill rats again. Die. That's another one. So I'm quickly going to check the locations for the rats we need. And Jin. My goodness. That's a very thick cat. Milo. It even has a thick... the name itself, or... yeah. Never mind that. So that's the total number of the rats we have. And yeah, again, the weak aura is quite helpful. Is it actually correct? 3 statues in position 4. Number of rats, lock 3, number 6. 3 on 4. So the weak aura is indeed... I'm just checking it, just to make sure that it's actually correct. Because the creator of the weak aura specifically stated, do not trust this. Just trust the number of rats killed. And the locks opened, but this here, be wary. It can kind of bug out. Alright. So we need to put 3 statues in position 4. Position 4 is that one. So we're going to get these 2 statues. Now we need a 3rd one. The Watcher statue inside the room with a big red button on top of the entrance. Let's get the Watcher statue. There's the big red button. Please don't die. This is very dangerous in here. There's the one. Perfect. So we're going to get that one. And again, I implore you, use the macro, because without it you might miss a rat. You've seen it goes quite far. Make your own life easier. There is no need to suffer here. You already suffered enough with the pet battle, I'm pretty sure, if you're at this point. With the Watcher labyrinth maze thing, where your camera couldn't pan out far enough for you to actually see what spawned and didn't. That was terrifying. Okay, how do I... There you are. Perfect. So, yellow yellow means 3. I need to click on it. Perfect. Yellow means that's correct. And let's quickly press on it before anything bad happens. Submit. And boom, we've done it. We're now at lock 4. And obviously we need to remove these buggers again. And now the game begins again. Kill the rats, count the rats, decide what combination you have, and problem solved. Lock has been released. Wait, what? Is that right? No. No. We're not done yet. What? Is this buggy? Because once you unlock all 7 locks of the Enigma machine, you will get the chat message, a great lock has been released. What? That's buggy. Can we already open the door? What? That's not supposed to happen. Okay. I have no idea what just happened, because that's not supposed to happen. Wait, what? Did you see that fade away? Is the GM in here that's playing fun with me? What's up, bro? I mean, that would be hilarious. I mean, if this happened due to interesting circumstances, thank you very much, whoever you are, and kind stranger, but I'm still going to complete the puzzles. Hopefully I'm not messing this up, because this is quite obviously buggy. This is not supposed to happen. We're at lock 3, and we need to do lock 7 for that to appear. Because the chat message, a great lock has been released, should only show up when 7 of the locks have been successfully released. So I'm still going to do the puzzle, just to make sure. Maybe I don't want this to be a bug that then bugs itself, because I haven't completed it properly. So we're going to put 2 statues on position 5. Let's see if I can unbug the bugginess by bugging it even more. And again, position 5 is down here. We already have 2 statues. We're just going to place them on it, and boom. Oh, no, it's actually... we can't. This... okay. Alright. So, thank you, whatever the reason for this is. I like it very much. So we have now successfully solved Torch 8 after just 3 locks. No, 4, I mean, 4 locks open, eh? That's just... alright. I'm a bit confused if this is on purpose, if someone is messing with me in a very friendly way, or if this is a bug. Anyway, so we've come to Torch 9. I can delete this, I can remove that, I can goodbye to rat, goodbye to pressure plate. Alright. And what is that? Oh my goodness. Please go off. Thank you. I need to quickly change that, we need to go back, by the way. to the cave we once found. With our beautiful item where we can teleport. Red's Revenge. No, that's not the right one. What the heck's going on? This should work. Ah, okay. So, we need to go back to the original coordinates, where we got the peculiar gem from rats. And the pillar nest wash. So we need to go back to Kazalga, to Ashkahet. And then we're going to put in these coordinates. That one can go away. That's the cave entrance, and that's the hidden cave, and we need to jump into it again. For Torch 9. The last Torch 9, is reasonably fast. It doesn't take a lot, interestingly enough. You know, I'm really... Was this on purpose, or is this a bug? It might be both. Anyway. For Torch 9, wait, I first need to punch in the coordinates, paste and close. It was a bit hilarious. I'm not sure if you watched the newest Star Trek series, kind of the reboots of the reboots, where the captains are kind of trying to decide what they say when they want the ship, the spaceship, to move. Anyway, so you go to the cave entrance, and again there is this hidden cave where you have to kind of hug the wall and climb upstairs. And then you're going to need the starry-eyed goggles. You can just use it from your toy box. So that should work. Am I blind? Goggles. Starry-eyed goggle. Oh, I never learned this! I'm supposed to press on it! Oh. Is this new? Maybe it is. I'm not quite certain. Anyway. So that's the wall you have to hug. And up there, in one of those, you're going... Can you... Yes? Yes? No. Yes? Climb... Climb. You know, ages ago, I think it was after I stopped playing the game when Wrath of the Lich King ended and Cataclysm turned out to be kind of shit. No, I almost did it! I started... you beautiful demon hunter. So that's the where we need to go. I started playing on a private server, and eventually I came to make puzzles. Yes. No! Where people... I think I did most in Karazhan, around the tower, where people had to jump without falling down, and at the end they got some custom-made items. That was kind of fun. So, yes. Perfect. Now, one step at a time. One step at a time. Perfect! So, this can be a bit... I mean, if you're a demon hunter, if you're a warrior with heroic leap, or any other class that can make this more comfortable, and it's easy. So, we need to put on our starry-eyed goggles, and we need to look up to find the platform with a humming crystal above. That's there already. So you target that humming crystal and you teleport up with your crystal connection. I think actually with a warlock. That would be kind of fun, but you probably can't see it. But imagine with a warlock you can just skip all the puzzles, boom, put in the correct sequence and you instantly get the mount. That would be hilarious in a good way. So, we're going to click on the decryption console and we're going to write down the sequence. And we need to press submit. Don't ask me who found out what kind of sequence you need to put in, because I don't know. Some genius individual. I might actually have to look that up. Kind of interesting. I kind of also worked together with the secret finding Discord, tried to find a couple solutions, but I wasn't there when they did Torch 8 and 9. So this is the same with consoles on Orb 3, so this will probably bug again for me. Yes, it will bug, but that's not a problem, because we have number sequencing, and we can put this, so 1, 2... Wait, I could actually just... 8, 4, 8... 470, 470. Please bugger off. 78. 7. No, that's not a 7, that's an 8. 7, 8. No. And submit. I'm going to check that. So, down there I have 848 470 4. By the way, when you're doing this, when you're checking a number, this is something I learned, or I'm just doing in life. If you're checking this number, don't look there. I'm looking right now to check the number 4848, and then I'm looking up to my original number, and I'm checking it against it. If you're checking this number against this one, it's possible that you're not going to see a mistake. But if you read the number you wrote to check up against the original number, it's getting easier and you don't make mistakes anymore. Very important. So again, I'm looking here 470, and 470 is correct. And then 78, and 78 is correct. This is the better way in life to do this. I mean, you are obviously in life going to have to check numbers eventually that you write down, and you have an original copy that you can check against. So never, if you check the number you wrote down, never look at the original number first, because that's going to invite mistakes. Alright. So, we're going to punch in the coordinates now. 8, 4, 8, 4, 7, 0, 7, 8, and submit! And we heard a lock opening. And the encrypted chest opens, and we can open the encrypted chest. That is the Felcycle. Keys to Incognito, the indecipherable Felcycle. That's actually a feat of strength. That's actually a feat of strength. Nice. Uncover Rat's story and take back her stolen prize. I mean, it's kind of fitting. I was already wondering this hidden cave where we saw her first, that there was some secret to it. Alright, before we end this, Eye of the Void, it's probably going to bring us back to the pirate day. That would actually be good because I want to get to Karazhan. You know, to our undead, ghostly, spirit-ish vendor. We're going back to... oh. Ungoro. Oh, that's interesting. There was some discussion on Wowhead, because some people... I was working with the Secret Finding Discord, and we were working on... I think it was Torch 6. And some people speculated that we were not supposed to know of this island, this vendor at the back of that sunken, broken, whatever ship. And then I wrote a comment, guys, I got teleported there. Isn't that normal? Because I assumed that every player gets teleported there. But no, suddenly people were like, no, I got teleported there, and there, and there, and there, and there. And I was like, well, that was fortunate for me. Because we got teleported to a location that we needed. I'm assuming that the person who made this wanted players to try this out, and there is only a certain chance that you get put to the right location, and that was the way to find out about it. But obviously, the person who made this didn't fathom that the players would be so hobbyless that I found it far before the torch was even unlocked. Alright, so we need to get to Karazhan. We're wrong, so we're going back. Because, even though I'm going to learn this first, before something bugs again. Incognito. I mean, the name is cool, I like it. By the way, well done. I read the name, the secret finding Discord, of the person who did this. I think, the nickname, well done, by the way. I greatly enjoyed this puzzle. I mean, we're still inside. We're not done yet. Again, we have solved Torch 9, but there are 3 remaining. Again, nobody knows what they're going to do. Some assume that it will unlock flying. But some things have changed now in the Karazhan Catacombs, and we're going to take a look at it. So again, a quick way. Now, there are several ways. Actually, what I did was stupid. Because I have the Pet Battle dungeon teleports, which I could have just utilized to get to Westfall. But there are other ways. So, also obviously from Ogrima we have the Zeppelin down to the Stranglethorn Valley. We also have a portal to the Blasted Lands. We are also, depending on where you are in the storyline, if you played the Battle for Azeroth, no, the Shadowlands questline, we also have the Ruins of Lordaeron portal, and inside the Ruins of Lordaeron portal we also have a Stranglethorn Valley portal, so that's kind of faster than the Zeppelin usually, but again, it also kind of depends in which phase you are. Sometimes when you're doing certain events, anniversary events or something, with your alt characters or with your characters, and you talk to that Chromie dude and she's putting you in another timeline, it also won't work. So it kind of depends. But there are many ways to get here. And also, of course, there's a Pet Battle dungeon teleport down into Blackrock Mountain. There is a lot. There are many ways to get to Karazhan. Also well done. The person who... I'm not sure if the person who made the puzzles is responsible. I mean, the interior of this is older. I remember doing a questline with Rathian. But whoever designed this, usually in a Blizzard game, when you can fall down, there are certain spots where you usually die. For example, Mists of Tinathkisa right now is a good example. Because after the second boss, after Mistcaller, you jump down the waterfall, and when you jump down a little bit too far to the right, you know, where the resurrection things that you can click upon, you can either get heavily damaged or die. Obviously that's not supposed to happen, but it does happen, because the unfortunate fews who jump in the right way, at the right time, the right angle, the right distance, can actually die. But in all the times I've jumped down here, I've never died. This is properly made in the sense of you don't die when you jump down here. Well done. Even in these little spots at the edge, you don't die. Well done. You know, this is attention to detail. I like that. I want that. That's great. Did that statue stand there before? I think yes. So apparently there are several changes to this. I'm not quite certain which ones. Oh, the gate has been opened. Oh, we have Jin. Or Gin. Oh my, we can pet them. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be busy here for an hour or so. And Milo. Oh. You know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, most dogs enjoy cuddles because obviously in a dog life it's kind of a wolf pack-ish style of thinking. If you're the alpha, the dog will greatly enjoy physical shows of affection. It kind of, some people confuse this and think it's love or so, and at the end of the day it's an animal. And yes, animals can show affection obviously, but it has also a lot to do with the pack order line of thinking, the evolutionary trait that a back of the line pack member, if it gets affection by the pack leader, the boss, then obviously the animal will like it. That also, for example, is the reason why often in families, for example, where the non-alpha, for example, I don't know, you're a man and you have a dog and you have a child, and sometimes when the child wants to touch the dog will not be as splendidly comfortable, happy about it. Because even though the dog might consider the child to be an equal pack member, it doesn't necessarily mean that he recognizes it as an alpha, so as a boss leader. It's kind of antiquated way of thinking, but if you're dealing with animals, you have to go a little bit below what we humans would call socialization, and just... Animals do not think like we do. They don't have social boundaries like we do. It's very, with dogs, it's pack oriented, and there are certain positions in a pack. There are the back of the line pets, the middle ground, the leading, and depending on which position the dog believes himself to be, and also often the reason why, for example, dogs that are back of the line pets that need to be usually ordered around, they sometimes lash out at other humans, and then the pet owner has a lot of trouble because the pet owner doesn't realize that the pet owner is a problem. Because if a back of the line pet feels the need to protect the boss, that's the problem of the boss, because the boss shouldn't give the back of the line dog the feeling of needing protection. It kind of compounds the entire issue, but we're not here for pet dog psychology. Alright, so we have... Whoa. You know, I pressed on the skull and I still had the G. I was like, what? No. Alright. And we have bees. I'm going to assume that these three have some significance. Is that shit? Did you actually... That's actually a mountain of shit. This is cruel. You know, these cats have been stuck in here for ages and the shit is literally piling up. Oh my goodness. Oh my... Okay, so we also have a potion... Oh, a potion of truth. I would like that sometimes. And if we drink it, truth revealed. Yes, so obviously these are for torch number 10, sorry, where we've solved 8 and 9. There's another steaming pile of oh, and another one. I mean, it makes sense, 3 cats, 3 piles of shit. You know, interesting tidbit, about cats. Water. A cat is more intelligent than a dog. Why? Dogs will regularly eat or drink stuff that's inherently unhealthy. A cat, however, will often refuse to drink from stale water that's not running. So cats, evolutionarily, have the instincts to not trust a water source that does not move. That is why cats usually only drink, for example, from moving water sources. And if you have water out that is older than maybe an hour or two, then often cats will refuse it because they have more brains than dogs. Dogs will eat and drink almost anything, even if they throw up and feel bad, they're going to do it again. Cats won't. Cats are sublimely clever beings at times. Sometimes I kind of wonder, there is an old joke in parts of Asia with orangutans. Sublimely clever also. I mean, they can use tools and even clothes. They can actually... There was a video once where an orangutan wanted a jacket and just used the jacket. You know, actually taken his arms and put it into the jacket and wore it actually. Or used tools, for example. And there is a joke in some parts of Asia that goes like this. The only reason why orangutans are not talking is that then they'd have to work. It works better in certain languages. Again, English is not my first language, so maybe the joke kind of got lost in translation, but I mean, you get the point. Anyway, let us now see if there are other differences. There are the Dawn Catacomb rats again. We were here before. Potion of intense emotion. Was this here before? And it's quite disturbing. This is, by the way, funny. You know, when people did the original, you know, back in the day when we had the consoles and we needed to put in the numbers, a lot of people wanted to put a lot of emphasis on the notes found, and I was like in the secret finding Discord guys, Enigma machine, important, and the tile. This is a Pandarian tile. It must be in some sort of Pandarian dungeon or area with a Morgu. And where was the solution? Actually in Pandaria. Who would have seen that one coming? I mean, obviously, there were all the tiles on the ground, so it was kind of obvious that it had something to do with the fact that one of the ripped tiles was standing to an important machine kind of gave me the clue that this is probably a solution. Even though I didn't find the solution because I didn't bother to actually check all Pandarian areas. I was just like, you know, the Moku things. I was like, well, someone is probably going to do it and save me 3 or 4 hours of my lifetime. And oh, the gate has been opened! More gates here. That's interesting, I guess. I've not memorized this, so I'm not sure if any of this is new. But there is something new. Now, instead of having this whitish, goldish color of the orbs, we have in the last 3 remaining spots a little bit of a purplish mess going on, indicating that this is most likely not done yet. Nobody knows for sure. We shall find out eventually. And of course we can go into the vault. Rat's journal, the final chapter. In catacombs with dusty pages, as paladins or rogues or mages, through all the wars that never cease, in search of hope, in search of peace, for all the journeys in any weather, for adventures yet to come together. The final key is why I stay, for Azeroth. No, for you, for Azeroth. Oh my goodness, I messed it up. Oh my goodness. Alright. Anything else interesting here? So note, but I can't. Nothing to click up. Ooh, hello there. Nothing to click upon here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. No. I mean, the humming crystal was kind of a giveaway. Obviously, it was kind of a hint towards what could have been the solution. Something happens here apparently also. But again, torch 10, 11, and 12 are yet unfinished. Nobody for surety knows where to find what to do, so people are going to have to work to find it. I would actually go this evening on the secret finding Discord and help a bit, see where people are, and maybe we'll go. Ooh, that's beautiful. It's actually kind of rare, almost 3D-ish. This kind of almost reminds me of Halo. That's beautiful. You know, a bit of art on the wall. Well done. This entire puzzle was well done. To be honest, I was greatly surprised by the quality of the anniversary event. You know, usually an anniversary event is, uneventful. I mean, I'm kind of afraid that this was what we're going to get the next 5 or 10 years. But so far, in terms of the changes we got since Microsoft took over, kind of positive. I mean, some of the features are kind of rushed out. There is an inherent bugginess to many features, which is not okay. On the other hand, if I remember times like Draenor, where we didn't have a single patch in 18 months, that was kind of terrible. I'd rather take a lot of patches with cool content and bugginess than having no new content at all. Some people might crucify me for saying, oh, does the shield have a face on it? Is that... I mean, you could say that's a fey eye. You know, the tier... It's probably not meant to be, but interesting. So, anyway. We're done at this point, so far. Is there anything for me to do? I don't think so. I've already done the dailies. So we're almost done with Back from the Beyond, the Shadowlands Meter achievement. My timing is actually kind of great, because this week, or the coming Wednesday, when the next reset happens, we're apparently not only getting the new content with a new isle, the Battle for Azeroth recycled island that never made it to public back then. There's actually on Reddit a post that shows the old files from Battle for Azeroth, the island, and then the new one that we're going to get. And there are only like minute differences, so Blizzard is recycling content, which is not inherently bad. If there is content that's kind of okay-ish, why not recycle it, change it a bit? Even though I'm not quite sure if giving us an island that most people didn't like, again, especially maybe people like me who previously did the beauty of an achievement where oh my goodness. You know, there are many achievements that I've done over the years that are painstakingly grindy, but the Scroll Hunter, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Probably only beaten by one of the worst achievements imaginable. Where was it? I think it was Secret of the Flood. No, that's not it. Werewolf, Defensive, many things. Fake it till you make it. Shadowlands, Sanctum, Tower. Yes, this here. The Beauty of Dune Dominance. This is maybe one of the, if not the worst achievement I've ever done in my life. So, Dune Dominance, that you need to get the Shadowlands Meter achievement, requires you to kill 3 rares. It doesn't sound too bad. And to do that, you need to get to Zerath Mortis in Shadowlands. Not too bad. Here, there we are. The 3 ones that you don't want. The problem being, it's actually 12 days already since I've done that. Time flies. Fucking hell. The problem with these, quite simple. They share a spawn, and it is completely random which one spawns. So it is possible that 20 times in a row, Damaris spawns, and you will never see Marzen and Iska. That wouldn't be too bad if you could mathematically predict when they spawn. So for example, if you are there every 4 hours on the minute, you can kind of work with that. But no, the spawn of these rares is completely random, depending, at least some people believe that to be true, on how many players are doing the content in this area. So I've seen them take between 2.5 and 13 hours between a spawn. And they are instantly killed. You have a 2-minute window, or 1 minute, I'm not sure, where they're not attackable. And then they get instantly sniped. Even if you are there, sometimes if a high-level player instantly snipes them, you maybe won't get credit. So I would greatly recommend, if you're doing this, invite people into a group, and then you're going to get the kill. Obviously, this is madness incarnate. You can sit there for 300 hours in a row and never see the rare that you need. It's completely, utterly mad. I would place this at the top of the worst achievements in the entire game. Even grindy stuff like the Booty Bay butchering of guards is not even 10% as brutal as this achievement. If you're unlucky, if the spawn timer is unlucky, ultimately, to solve this, I resorted to take my laptop with me if I went to the kitchen, if I went anywhere to friend, whatever. I took a laptop with me and had it running, and I had a little headset, a little plug in the ear, and always checked if I heard the rare spawner, because that ultimately was the only way for me to do this, because I'm not sitting 20, 40, 50, 82, 5, 800 hours at my PC to find these darn rares. So that achievement is madness incarnate, and the fact that this is an integral part of the Shadowlands meta achievement is an absolute joke. I mean, if you are insanely lucky, you're going to get the achievement without further ado. Maybe you even have them. You know, back in the days when people did the content, maybe you're lucky enough. But nowadays, if you want to do Back from the Beyond, ask yourself, and all of this, some of it is grindy or time-gated, like this stuff here that I'm still waiting to do. I mean, we're almost done, but it's still time-gated. This achievement, if you haven't done it yet, if you need to do it now, especially if you don't have a high pop server, so a server where not a lot of people are playing, then this will test your mettle, this will test your sanity, because you will obviously, in order to trigger the spawn, you will have to kill rares, loot treasures, do quests like a maniac, hours on end. I'm kind of lucky because I'm on a high pop server in the Blackhand realm, and there are a lot of people. At all times, there were at least half a dozen people doing all the content continuously. So people always killed the rares, always did the treasures. So, but even still, sometimes the spawn took like 12, 13 hours, and it was complete madness. And again, the problem isn't even the spawning. The problem is the fact that these spawn randomly. And if you're unlucky, one of them will spawn several times in a row, and you don't need them. Madness incarnate. But there is one good thing, because the people farming these are not only the ones that need Dune Dominance. One of them, I think it's Iska, drops a mount. And obviously a lot of people want that mount. So there are still a lot, and obviously, you know, Blizzard, the drop rate, the drop chance for the mount is hilariously low. So those people who punish themselves by farming that, they invest a sickening amount of time for a ridiculous rare that shares a spawn timer with other rares, has a completely random spawn time that gets triggered by doing content. It's madness incarnate again. It's just, what the heck, Blizzard? What the heck? Anyway, we're done with the torches. I'm going to need to go AFK for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to continue. I'm not actually sure if we're going to continue with World of Warcraft. I might do dungeon, or we still have some things to do with it as a weekly. But I'm definitely going to today continue our Indiana Jones journey. Last time I took like an hour to talk about the things in that museum. I kind of ignored the narrative, the quest. I just talked about the stuff I saw in the museum. Maybe that was not on purpose, but the level of graphics quality that allowed me to read every miniature text is just tremendous. Alright, so we're going to meet again in a couple of minutes. Going to be AFK for maybe 10 or so. Alrighty, I've returned. Maybe there's a postal. Huh? Yay, advertisement. You know, usually I never give companies the right to send me advertisement per mail, but for some reason, I mean physical mail. For some reason, I still got stuff. And sometimes I call them and say, "You're not supposed to do that. You're not allowed to do that." Immediately tell me who gave you these data. And they're always like, "Oh my goodness, no, please no." Anyway, because a lot of companies are illegally buying private data to send ads and shit, even in Europe. Not a US only thing. Greed is very human in nature. Anyway, anyone online we could play with? Oh, he's actually boosting. I'm just going to ask him quickly if he's intending to do anything I'm interested in joining up. Otherwise, we're going to play a bit of Indiana Jones. Boosting. Okay, doggy. He's boosting apparently. I'm just going to ask him if he's going to be finished soon, or otherwise I'm going to do something else. And of course, if you have a profession in this game, always check your daily orders. See if there's anything interesting. 4 alloys, 3 no. Oh, actually this... Oh, but no, that's expensive. Yeah, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense. We don't get any artisan acuity, and 600 and 4 times, let's say 150. So 600, 600, 1200. I mean, you can make a little bit of a profit. Bugger off, Blizzard. 12. 12 for 2 points. No, that's too expensive. I mean, are you kidding? Are you kidding? 10,000 for 10 acuity. You know, in Dragonflight, you got an infinite amount of, what was the currency worth? I think it was an inventory. You know, the currency you got every week when you talk to the dude sitting on a bench? That was great. If you were not a big supplier of professions to people, you usually had thousands of that without a problem, and now Blizzard is very... Yeah, very Blizzard-ish. It's a very rare source. I'm not paying 10k for 10, are you serious, Blizzard? Bugger off. And 10 acuity, the payout... I don't particularly care. I mean, maybe I'm going to save some resources, but nah, it's okay. Not good, but that was okay. Quickly going to check the Discord. I mean, if he's in a run right now, obviously I can't write a lot. I can't expect him to answer me quickly. It's more important for him to do the run properly. Mining knowledge. Face smasher. I want a face smasher, thank you. That's Discord, please bugger off. Blah, blah, blah. Needle set, leatherworking tool set. Let's get leather tool.
We will have justice.
Sometimes these come in as an ordinary player sent craft. Sometimes there are thousands of gold to be made. Even though ultimately, if you're playing right now in this season, you're probably going to have problems with gold if you're not doing something like serious professioning or boosting, because Blizzard has removed most massive sources of income, and everything is hilariously expensive. So for example, if I'm raiding and we're doing a progress night where you wipe a lot, my repair costs are probably 8,000 to 10,000 gold in evening. That's insane. And I mean, and ultimately it's wanted. I mean, some say that they want you to buy tokens, and it's obviously not wrong entirely, because obviously the company wants to earn money. I don't like the fact that a lot of passive income sources have been removed. So for example, back in the day in Dragonflight, you had the Dragonflying races with the Sky Racer's purse. And that was very simple. You did it. It was like 1 minute of effort and you got like 1,000 gold. Perfect. Nowadays, you get 150 gold. So Blizzard didn't half it. They give you less than a third. It's like less than a quarter. So the amount of resources, it's actually less than a fifth. Damn, Blizzard. So you basically get less than a fifth of the passive gold income that you had before. Even these quests, 800 gold, it's nothing. Even in Battle for Azeroth. You had quests that gave you, I mean, they nerfed it heavily because people used it to get gold. But even back then, you already got 1,000 gold per quest. That's nothing. And oh, it actually, they have actually, the BFA quests are now nerfed. For a long time, these weren't nerfed. What about the Shadowlands quests? Is that one nerfed? I'm not quite certain. But Blizzard is removing a lot of old passive gold income. For example, people back in Legion or Shadowlands, I mean, Draenor was the best age. They earned millions of gold via the mission tables. And eventually, that ended. And those people who did it had a lot of gold. Those people who came after, well, nobody cares for them. Blizzard. That's the stance. Same, for example, with PvP. You might know people who have an insanely high lifetime honor ranking, like 900. Most of these people abuse the bugs. For example, in Legion, there was a bug. Let's call it a game mechanic, an unintended consequence, where you could farm hundreds of honor ranks easily, quickly, and keep it. Blizzard never punished the players for abusing those mechanics, so now people are running around with insanely high honor level ranks that they most likely attained via massive abuse of Legion mechanics. They were actually more. It wasn't. I think it was 2 times in Legion that happened, and people abused it, and they weren't punished. So, well, that's what it is. All right. So he's not in Discord, yeah. No, he's not in the Discord. So I'm just going to call it a day here. I'm not going to boost now. Yeah, it's okay. We're going to play Indiana Jones. So we're going to meet in a minute. I'm going to restart the stream for Indiana Jones. And then we're going to meet the Great Circle. The game that looks incredible. It's beautiful beyond compare. Oh my goodness, Total War Warhammer 3 Omens of Destruction is out. Not now, I have Indiana Jones to play. So, until we meet in a minute. See you.